keyboard boss. And Kill It just logged into BNet.
You mean your passive-aggressive nastiness one?
No, there's nothing passive about it at all.
It's an aggressive. No shame in my game.
Weirdly, people don't like being reminded of immediate failure directly afterwards.
Bye, Ulti.
Sad face.
Wow.
It's a very evil laugh.
Yeah.
Good witch.
Did I cue that?
The house dropped on you. Thank you, you go, Stormy.
Did someone put a portal there?
No, someone put like 4 or 5 portals there.
Portal roulette, eh?
You can still get stumps.
I'm gonna need another summon one, thank you.
What? Ascendance put you in zone-wide combat?
That's
What's that beam you point? You point it at the raid, right?
Yep.
Yep.
Or just a care?
Oh, I challenge you. Please try to get me.
I didn't realize you were over here.
Okay, so what we're gonna need to do is everybody get a swap blaster. We're just gonna keep swap blasting back into the beam.
That doesn't generate threat? What?
Yeah.
I did 1 billion DPS. I should have had threat on everything.
Lazoth had threat.
Did 1 million non-threatening DPS.
Gary, I was leveling Draenor NG a few days ago.
Because you hate your.
Yeah. And I got the Swamp Blaster, and I thought, I should make a Swamp Blaster for everybody. And I remember the conversation about how it had to get banned, apparently, before I joined. So it was probably for the best that I didn't.
Look, like all good things, you can bring it back.
No.
Bring it back, bring it back now.
See, Stormy's on board.
Gucci gang, Gucci gang, Gucci gang, Gucci gang.
Are you not drinking?
What? No. I should be. I should be.
Okay. Now I get it.
It's anticipation of the future.
Wrong way. It's
Oh,
Bob.
Stop.
He's aiming for me.
I was. Did I at least get a tick on you?
Yeah.
We don't spread
Mission
our
accomplished.
Listen, bugs
Somebody
are
get a-
people too.
Oh no! I dashed
That
out of
doesn't
it.
bode well.
Oh man, the karma.
That is a mechanic you have to dodge during the boss. Learn
Oh my
now.
god, Kara. Hate your face.
Here, one up.
And to show in action.
Yeah, it is the days of the COVID. You're just gonna run around licking all the bodies?
Yeah.
Sharing is caring.
Apparently so.
Alright, quick rundown on this boss. The new mechanic in phase 1 is that that ad that does a smash, he is part of the summon groups that will come out. He will do that smash, you need to avoid it, or else you're going to get locked down, if not outright killed by the damage it does. The ad also does another move where they will grab one of the furthest players away from them and pull them in. So we're going to be using hunters, and since we're a little shorter on hunters, we're probably going to need to ask some of the mages, since we have so many, to help bait that ability.
At least damage won't be a problem.
I will probably be lowest deep, so I'll be.
So that's just something to be aware of as you're running around the room, but you may get dragged to the ad, and he's going to try to slam right afterwards. The further you are away from it, you'll spend a lot more time traveling through the air, and you'll probably land as the slam goes off instead of having a little bit of recovery time. Something to bear in mind as you stand away from those ads. The mechanic of dropping stuff still applies. We're dropping it over by the wall marked with the purple diamond. We're not dropping it on the purple diamond, we're just dropping it along that side of the room. The markers, skull, cross, and star, are the flyover spots. The flyover has been modified for Mythic, where the void zone that it leaves on the ground lasts just long enough that they will overlap. So what we need to do is we need to bait the boss to fly over specific areas, starting with star, moving to skull, and then finishing with X. So this way we always have a spot next to us to move into. So we will be calling that out. You will be DPSing ads while we're doing that flyover. Once we get through all of phase 1, we'll do all the ads, we'll clean them all up. The ads are going to be tanked on the boss and cleave down. Reminder to ranged, the ads are going to be tanked on the side that they spawn in from. It's advised to you guys to stand on the side of the boss opposite from those ads. That's what Kara's calling out when he calls range to right side or to back side or left, etc. That is to keep you guys away from those smashes and away from all the AoE that the rogues are doing, or scoundrels, whatever they're called. Once we get to 40%, which should happen shortly after the second flight phase, then we're going to step into phase 2. We will be over by the orange marker, and what we're going to be doing is all the second phase is the same. You need to be next to somebody within 5 yards to keep your haste from dropping by 100%. So the groups will be piled up on the boss's ass, and we'll be doing the mechanics as normal. So Heart of Darkness, you will run away, you'll stay in a group so that way you don't get feared, and then you'll move back in and DPS the boss. Tanks will be handling their soak. They're going to have the demon hunters come and help out with the soak so our stat count doesn't get so high. And the added mechanic to phase 2 is that those flyovers are going to continue, albeit a little slower. So you're going to hear Corzin calling out Breath on Star, which is going to be that far side, and then we're all going to shift over into the middle area, which is marked with a triangle. Breath on X means that we're all going to shift over to the star side. Those two markers, the moon and the triangle, those are the stack points for Heart of Darkness. So when Vexiona's casting, the whole group can move toward that marker, so that way you are all together and nobody gets feared for 15 seconds. Once it's done, you all pile right back in on boss. So those markers are for running out and knowing where you're going to be going, but we will just be alternating between the far side and the middle. We will not be using this entrance side for anything. So please don't run to the stairs. We did have a couple people just dive out to the stairs. You will be out of range for heals. And I think the last point of note, just because we saw it last week, was the fourth Heart of Darkness is going to happen right as one of the breaths is going out. It's going to be counterintuitive, but what we're going to want to do is sort of be on the line as Heart of Darkness is coming out. So you're going to be between moon and triangle, and you're going to want to shift over as a group so that way you can avoid the fear but also avoid the breath. For the tanks, we are going to try walking out away from the boss for the Heart of Darkness, just so that way we don't lose each other through the leaps, chi torpedoes, and leave Angel in the dust. And once we're done with the spread out, then tanks will dive back in. Vexiona will be trying to breathe on one of the melee, so we just gotta get in quick. Oh, I've got something to distribute.
We've been doing that.
Oh, my bad. Do you want more?
Are we live logging?
Not yet.
Yes, if you check the logging channel, my log is called live logging.
I just
It's
always have.
awful.
Did anybody not get a Vantis rune? Zeph, did you target the boss?
What?
Did you target the boss before clicking it?
No. I did not.
There you go.
Right, so bullet points for everybody that eyes glossed over during my explanation. Ads are going to be get cleaved. Watch out for the slams. If you're far away, you're going to get pulled in. We're going to try to have a few people bait it. Drop pulled by diamond. During breaths, we're going star, skull, X. Phase 2, everybody's piling up on boss. Boss will be a round circle. We will be using moon and triangle for stack points for Heart of Darkness. And just keep your eyes open for where the breaths are coming from, and we're just alternating back and forth on that backside.
I have a question.
Oh. Healer mechanic. I should have. Unless you guys went over that with Ava by chance?
I don't think so.
We haven't yet. Ava also said she had a question.
Oh, what was the question? I gotta turn her up further.
Yeah, she's really quiet. I have her turned up all the way.
La 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 la.
Yeah, I got you at max now, and I can
Oh,
just hear you.
Oh, okay. I don't know what's wrong. What is the moon and the triangle for?
So during phase 2,
Okay, the boss
when
will be at circle.
the boss will be at circle, when the boss
Okay.
does Heart of Darkness,
Okay.
it's an explosion that deals less damage the further away you are from the boss.
Okay.
But if you're not next to people, you will get feared for 15 seconds. So those markers are for the group to move in the same direction.
Okay, cool. Thank you.
All right, the last healer mechanic, and let me pull up. I think I had an angry assignment that I can just tweak. That's interesting.
Yeah, Caleb, it does. Ava, this was brought up a little bit while Jada does stuff. In phase 1, purple
Yeah.
square, I'll be moving on basically the left or right side of the boss based off whatever the opposite side the ads are coming in from is. If you move on top of that square when I do that call out, you will 90% of the time not have to move at all for smashes.
Where is this square?
This is on my head.
It's over his head. I didn't put the marker
I
on the
see.
floor. It's
Oh.
on. It's on him.
Okay, so just to uh sorry, I need to do this because then the whole thing gets into my brain. So the difference is basically that those big fellas are gonna come out, they're gonna pull the 3 fellas away close to him, and he's gonna do that stupid smash thing. And during the second phase where we have Heart of Darkness and you're supposed to run with a partner or you get feared, the difference is this woman is gonna go flying in the lanes. That's it?
They're gonna. She's not gonna be doing it. There's gonna be a second dragon flying over. So
Oh,
we're gonna be fighting her while she's also breathing on the group with a shadow.
okay, cool. And the call outs will be the place not to run to, yes?
Correct. Corazon will be calling out Breath on Star or Breath on X.
Okay, cool. Thank you.
One more thing, Ava. I put it up in the angry assignment. There is a tank debuff. It's going to be whichever tank is currently holding the Void Ascendant. It's usually going to be Jaded. When the Ascendant is firing the beam at the ad tank, it's going to build up a debuff, and if that debuff gets over 10 stacks, the damage starts getting really crazy, and it builds up super fast. So what's happening right now is that Darling will catch the first dispel at around 10 stacks, Ando will get the second, Tuna will get the third, and you'll get the fourth. And what that is just when you see the giant beam coming out of the ad, there'll just be a couple dispels that'll go off, and then I think it ends up being almost on cooldown. You guys can correct me if I'm wrong.
Yeah, you'll notice it. You can't miss it if you're watching.
Stage words from Tuna. You can't miss it if you're watching.
It's true.
Doing a ready check, and we will knock this boss down. We got 7% last week, and you guys didn't have me yelling at you, so I believe we can do it with me now yelling.
6.4.
% because we didn't get yelled at. I'm
I may have a spot for Vayne, but we're gonna have to lose a Demon Hunter.
I perform better with the drill sergeant.
4, 3, 2.
Here we go, folks.
1.
Remember, you do cleave it down the ads and try to get those the brutes as quick as we can.
Forces.
first group of ads about to come up.
Left side boss safe.
A little bit shaded.
There's a smash. Watch yourselves.
I thought I was out, sorry.
You're good. The range is deceptive.
Need a range interrupt.
Go ahead and pick up Kalis. This is just getting our feet wet, so we're gonna be a little bit more liberal with the reses.
Right
Second-
side safe.
Second set of ads, Vexiona is gonna fly up. Everybody start getting towards star side, so that's the far side. Star side, star side. We're gonna bait her over there. Any one person left behind might bait her to the wrong spot. Get dads down.
Breath on star move.
We're going to skull, going all the way across the room.
Breath on skull move.
Going across in the middle.
Move.
Go to star.
Sorry, Toledo's dropping a puddle.
On the gateway.
Right side is safe.
Don't stun the ads when they're so far away from the bots. Let them come towards us. We're standing on bots to try to bait them in.
Left side safe.
This is going to be the one with the soul carver, so be ready with stuns and fears and stuff. I got you, Nala.
No, that one I can just kill.
Sure.
As long as Bear's not coming and it just ended.
One more group. This is the group that we're going to hang on to during the transition. Everybody start moving towards star for the bait.
Breath on star move.
All the way over to skull.
Enforcer's right in the middle of everyone, careful.
On skull move.
No, we might wipe.
Breath on X move.
We got a
Do
soul
we have a
stone.
soul stone?
Yeah. Don't release.
Everyone jump in the beam!
High can we get? How high can? Not that high. Don't release. Don't release. Don't release.
That was weird. Those ads really wanted to kill you.
I probably should just run into beams.
Any questions after first pull? Alright, so we're going to do a perfect, right?
Yep.
Yes.
Yep.
I think I saw Ava get grabbed with the smash on that transition. Our hunters just make sure that we're still baiting at that point.
Yeah, what happened was I was doing my divine hymn, and then I had to call to move. I waited the extra 2 seconds to finish the divine hymn when I probably should have moved then I wouldn't have been the one to get pulled. Yeah.
No, it's
So
not
I
a you
worked with him.
exclusive thing. We frequently get non-hunters grabbed there.
Aw. Yeah, I got killed by the goddamn smash.
Okay, there's going to be a lot of people running away from the ad, so it just happened to be you that time.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
How dare you defile this temple? Your spirit shatters! Servants of the void, come to me!
Left side safe.
Your spirit shatters! Servants of the void,
Right side safe.
come to me!
Watch the blue blue.
To star side, watch the smashes.
Focus steeps into the enforcer.
Look at big fella.
Pick up
Breath on
Jaded.
star.
The spell's on Angel.
Breath on skull move.
Grabbing the Ascendant.
Breath on star. Come back to X. Come back to X. Stay in the middle.
Careful about going early.
Yeah, definitely just stay in place until I call it.
I'm gonna flip the boss 180.
You got the. There you go.
Rip you apart myself! Servants arise! Your master calls!
Ad's on stairs.
Of course they are.
Right side safe.
Need a range interrupt on the one on the stairs.
Servants arise! Your master calls!
Left side safe.
Servants of the void, come to me! Faithful servant, show these unbelievers our true power!
On star move. Breath on skull move. Breath on X move.
Rip you apart myself!
You got another raise.
Pick up crashed.
Servants
Left side safe. Probably transition before next wave.
Heal me.
Right into the boss. Watch your feet, guys.
Good push. Moving
We'll need it.
stations. Moving the boss.
Everybody's bunched.
Stormy, you're going to be jumping in when the tanks do
Breath
their
on X.
soak
Get the star. Breath on X.
star, so we're moon side for you guys.
I don't know what you mean by there, so.
You'll see it soon.
Get out of moon.
This.
Yeah, that was a little.
Okay.
I got this one.
As long as you got 3 people.
Oh, I don't
Yeah,
have
the,
it.
the, the main thing with it, Stormy, is that we need 3 people in it. Otherwise, it'll keep popping up over and over again. But you're going to be in it no matter what because you've got enough decent self-healing.
Should be fine with blur.
You don't need to swap to immune. It's not an ability.
It's yeah, it's not a meteor. It's just a debuff stack that gets spread based on targets.
Yeah, it doesn't do a lot of damage. It just puts a dot. The dot does a lot of damage as it gains more stacks.
It does about a 1 mil damage, but it's split.
I'm in this corner over here.
I'm coming.
Thank you.
Sorry about that, Nala. I got cloak slowed or corruption slowed.
I didn't get feared.
Huh?
I don't know how, but I did. I saw you get feared. There was no one around me.
There's a third person up there.
They were not in range of me.
It was one of the warriors because I saw 2 big swords.
They were way ahead of me. Unless Guardian Spirit prevents fear.
Alright, phase 2 makes sense. We're going to keep dealing with the breaths. We're just going to keep going back and forth between star side and cross side. You know what might make things a little easier since we have it mostly down pat for phase 1? Let me move the star and skull and cross mark.
I was thinking that last week, but it was towards the end of the night, so I didn't bring it up.
Yeah, no, I'm thinking about it now that we've kind of got that muscle memory in. Let's just go ahead and use it, and it frees up a couple more markers for us to use for
Kind of
something else
looking
if
that
we
way
need it.
anyways. There should be, since we're piling on the purple shit on the right side, we end up kind of facing that way.
Alright, ready checking. Everything makes sense for phase 2. It's a little bit of a clusterfuck, but ultimately it's just stay together, move from the breaths, and then move out together for Heart of Darkness.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
How dare you defile this temple? Your spirit shatters! Servants arise! Your master calls!
Right side safe.
Your spirit shatters!
Need a range arrow.
Servants of the void! Come to
Right side safe again.
Go to star side. Star side.
Breath on star move. Breath on skull move.
Go ahead and pick up Gary.
Breath on X move.
Don't be in front.
Right side safe. Right side safe.
Like I said, slow down on the stuns until you see the spiteful assaults or until they're on the boss. Stunning them way out there it's actually going to hurt our cleave.
Open star.
Breath on star move. Breath on skull move. Breath on X move.
Last set of ads, man.
Right side safe.
I need heals. JG, can you grab at the start of transition so I can get the orb?
We have a res up.
Go pick up Crashed. I got smashed right at the end. Got her.
Shit, her hitbox is right on. Alright, I got it.
Group a bunch here.
Got it.
Breath on X move.
Star side.
Such a bad circle spot to drop.
Please watch where you drop your void zone.
Breath on star move.
Demon Hunter's in.
Breath on X move.
Got a heart here.
Zep rally.
Breath on star move.
We gotta move the boss again. Keep getting circles in melee.
Right, that's the whole fight, you guys. I think the biggest hiccup there was just having that void zone, having those 2 void zones right there up where we were trying to go back and forth. It kind of was a giant roadblock.
Damn
so
it.
make sure you are dropping it in the back area.
What happened there was I got the debuff, and then I ran out, and then that big guy pulled me back in, and then I tried to run out again, but then I dropped the shit before there was time.
No, that one was fine. It was
Sorry about
while
that.
we were deep in phase 2 that was the bad one.
Yeah, the first one, there's nothing you could have done. That's just the transition, and then the positioning kind of got screwy, so you ended up getting grabbed since the ads are getting moved around. But we just want to avoid those as much as possible. What's up?
We are having people like who get the void zone on them pairing up and running out together, right? So that they can run back in together as well.
It should be, because especially during Heart of Darkness, so you don't get feared and you're just locked out there for a long time. 15 seconds
Just
is enough that
because-
you might get breathed on.
Yeah, it's just some people have movement abilities. Just remember, if you're running out with the other void person, don't use your movement ability and leave them alone because they'll get feared.
Something else, movement ability related, is when we're going into the last ad phase, right before the phase 2 transition, just don't use your movement abilities. Assume you will get grabbed with smash, so you have it to get out. We've lost a person every go so far to that. If you always assume the mechanic will be on you, you'll never be disappointed.
Although solid pull when we had a hurdle, but we were dealing with it. Having double demon hunters for those soaks will make the tank damage a little bit easier to manage. We weren't getting feared up in the tank group. Was anybody getting feared back in the DPS heal group?
There was a little bit of fear. We are definitely not clumped, but we're clumped enough, I think.
Yeah, the biggest thing is clumping enough that the majority don't get feared. The fears can be dispelled, but the bigger thing is that we want as efficient AoE healing as possible, since there's a lot of damage going out, particularly onto the tank group. And then just a reminder for Angel, Nala, and myself, whenever the boss is breathing, whoever's not currently tanking Vexiona needs to just step out for the breath and then step back in so we don't pile up our debuffs too quickly.
Doesn't use her
And
fight,
on off you.
We need to mark Nala.
Yeah, that would be helpful.
Because I was pretty good at stepping away, but it was always at the last second I was trying to figure out which one was him.
I put a moon over Nala.
I can turn off during breath, so like there, Jaded, where you had it, I can get it so you only get a tick or two.
That's fine. I just jumped back in there so that because it was gonna whip around on the melee group.
Yep.
We're gonna hold on for a moment. We've got some golf-sized hail.
That's what I heard.
Sorry, guys.
No problem.
Yeah, we're totally waiting on you.
Got a snack though.
We'll see.
The storm came out of nowhere. I had to run and bring all the plants inside.
I just send all my storm.
All the plants? Like every plant?
Every single plant.
All of them.
plant, Noah?
And the fungi too.
Maybe.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Level status.
How dare you defile this temple? Tear your soul to shreds! Servants of the Born,
Right side safe.
to me!
Use your eyeballs now.
Servants of the Born, come to
Right side safe. Save the movement ability.
my chosen! Destroy this filth!
Breath on star move. Breath on skull move. Breath on axe move.
Clean.
Died.
You can't say this one.
How clean puddles? So much room.
Right side safe. Need some range ropes.
Keep pulling them in.
Right side safe.
This is going to be with a couple soul carvers. Get rid of your stuns and interrupts.
Save your interrupts for this. Or movement ability, excuse me. Right side safe.
my chosen! Destroy this
Bait the star, bait the star.
Breath on
Ooh.
breath on star move.
Guys gotta watch that smash.
Breath on skull move. Breath on axe move.
I shall rip you apart myself!
Pick up Corzol once we once you get the second res, pick them up now.
Last ads.
Yeah, still got ads. Breath in middle.
Thank you. Breath on star move.
Demon Hunters. And back out.
Breath on X move.
Zap Rally. Ava him.
Breath on star move.
Move, don't stay in the star.
Second pop.
Heart of Darkness coming.
We go far.
Breath on X.
Yeah, go far. I think this one we're gonna have to. That's the bad one.
Yeah.
No.
I didn't know if go far meant the whole raid's goes far.
No, it's just because tanks are already heading in that direction for getting away from Heart.
Well, it's also that's one where the breath disappears like halfway through heart.
That was the first breath on Star, correct?
Yeah, that was mid first.
Mid first or Star
Mid
first?
first. It was mid first.
Yeah.
Okay, so if we bait Star first, then we'll be able to. We'll have it the other way around where the breath will be on X.
Don't we want it that way? The way we had it? If we want to go to like skull side?
Yeah, I just hate going. I just don't like the idea of going to Skull side. It's a big run for everybody.
Yeah.
Let me put a marker down for it.
You mean skull the far side? Yeah, everybody was really low, and so I went to start because I'm like, I'm gonna die running there, you know?
The hard part about that one, and what we're trying to figure out is that it's hard while there's a new breath coming, while we're all trying to run away. So we're ending up with, if we just toe the line. This may just be a tank thing, Nala, because if the rest of the group can just run straight back along the line and be fine, and just pivot over.
Yep. I got to start just fine, other than the badly placed void.
Yep. We could set it up like that, where like they know that like they just have to flip flop and be fine, and then you, Angel, and I just have to be ready to like be super mobile and get back across. We're up against the wall is our problem. The rest of the raid is actually okay.
Does anybody know? Sorry. Does anybody know if Master Spell takes the corruption slow off you?
Yes, it does.
Does it? They made it
I
so you
thought they
couldn't
fixed that.
single target the spell it anymore.
The tentacle?
I don't think you can
Right.
single the spell
No, you can't hand a freedom it. Not anymore, at least.
You gotta
who's
learn to
messi-
druid.
Who's messaging me? My game's broken and it's not telling me who.
Oh, Angel, that was me. That's...
Alright, let me see. I'll just message you.
If tanks are having movement problems during that part, just have the 2 holy priests put down some feathers for you.
It's not a movement thing. It's just our distancing from the boss is tight, just because we're up against the wall. Like if we're towing the line, since the boss is on the line, we're really close to the boss as we're trying to like switch over sides during the Heart of Darkness.
Okay.
That's what we're trying to work on. But I think what we can just do is I can, if Angel jumps in with the DPS group, I can track along with Nala because Chief Torpedo and Leap are about the same distance.
I would suggest against going to the skull because the damage will get worse and worse.
Yeah,
later in the phase.
ranging it might be bad because I think that's where the reason I died is that it was just too far.
I was suggesting I do the angel. I don't know how keen they are on it. About them going spell warding and having like one priest to him or a Trank during that last heart, and they just have spell warding, so they don't care.
Well, we'll also have a rally up during
Yeah.
it. So we'll have a couple things.
So what are you trying to get spell word for? You're trying to,
It would be a specific healer who is not running out on that fourth heart. They're just channeling him or channeling Trank. Probably him, because I'm stronger.
Throw it, Darling.
They're still gonna have to move out of the
Right
breath
after.
though.
They're gonna get feared is the problem. The spell warding will deal with the damage. It won't deal with the fear.
But if they're in the lane that gets breathed on, they won't make it out of that lane before they die when spell wording wears off.
Right. So they heart only does damage at the end, so they move on the breath and then start channeling, and then they get spell wording. Instead of moving and then running out on heart.
Let's see if we can do it. The other thing I can just do is throw shield wall at that one. I've got a bit more mitigation to throw at the wall. We might be able to survive through it.
It's the raid that's dying, though. We're always losing 5 people on that.
I think I just used my trank like 20 seconds before, so I'll just hold it in my pocket a little longer.
Keep it in your pants.
Yeah.
That's what the spell warding would
Yeah,
do,
void
Ava. It would let you full channel it, because you wouldn't be running out. You'd just be moving from breath and then channeling it.
Yeah, I called your him at the bad time. Your him is probably best used right after a move, because that way you'll get full time on it.
Yeah. Yeah. I'll remember that for this time.
Yep. We got this though. If we can hold on to a few more people. We did go into phase with 2 people down.
And adds up.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
really need to skip those ads or like delay and make sure they're dead.
No people dead will make no
5,
ads happen.
4, 3, 2, 1.
How dare you defile this temple? I will tear your soul to shreds. Servants of the Void.
Left side safe.
Let's reset. That's,
But
no, that's too.
Oh, it's way too much
can't-
said.
We can't be doing early brutal smash death. I'm sorry.
It tore me.
My
Don't
apologies.
know.
Sandwich aggro.
Well, this is unfortunate.
Alright, let's all get smashed.
what happened there, Nala?
She tried.
Breath on skull, stay.
I don't trust it. It's
Took me a second to realize what you just said.
Yeah, same.
I tried to make it as
No,
convincing
we're-
as possible.
We're dying. Please go die.
Aw, I almost survived.
I think
There's
that's
also
your best.
3 ads transforming up here.
Can confirm. Kair's actually shadow melding and he's an Alliance spy.
Thanks for that MDI.
Illuminati confirmed.
Invisibility.
That's such an awkward time to reset because she's just about to breathe and transition.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
How dare you defile this temple?
Right side safe.
I got 2 cultists on me.
You're birdie.
Right side safe. Save mobility.
Watch the smashes here.
Damage on the enforcer.
Defense star move.
Nala has his ascendant.
Breath on skull. Breath on X move.
Greedy Nala.
Hey, I made it.
You're not wrong.
Yeah, that's what I said, Stormy.
Left side safe. Left side safe.
Soul Carver group.
Start saving mobility.
Breath on star move. Breath on skull move. Breath on star, stay in the middle, stay in the middle.
Pop Lust, right as soon as she comes down to her 1%.
No, yeah. Good push.
Second pot now.
Crash, you're gonna
Breath
be
on
the
next. Breath on next.
Crash, your first rally during Heart. Zeph, you're rallying second Heart. Jaded will rally third Heart.
Breath on star move. Breath on X move. Breath on star move.
come with me.
Next one's bad one, right?
Yeah, but I think we're gonna be okay. Keep going, guys.
Fuck yeah.
Well
Fuck
done,
yeah.
y'all.
Great job, guys.
Clean AF.
Yeah, and everybody was alive.
That was really
That's
good.
awesome.
Well done, folks. Well done.
It
Did
was
it
all that
once.
not having that last set of ads.
Yeah, it was super clean transition.
Kara, I never responded to you earlier. Did you happen to look up dressed?
Yeah, but not enough to.
Tell you what,
lead it.
since we have been in here for an hour, and I was gonna do hours between breaks for the new boss. If we're doing a boss for a whole night, I'm gonna call a break here while Kara and I go do some research.
Do you want to do Shad
And-
first?
Oh, that's true. And let's do Shad, and then we can take a break at our normal time. I forget that Shad is required again.
Is he? Is it not a?
I would assume you have to do Shad. Like,
No,
he's
you
in
can,
the
you
way.
can skip it.
So,
Oh, we can?
You just can't do Il'gynoth without.
Are you there?
Who are you asking for, Ava?
Be around?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you were right. I saved my salvation for that second part, and also after we moved like from X to star or star to X, I could do a full divine hymn. So that was good.
Yeah. Yeah, I got a full one in on that last pull too. That's awesome. Salve is just so strong, and you can it's a short cast, and you can just walk around and still be healing. It's awesome.
Oh, so it's just a lot more shit to dodge.
Yeah.
What makes this? I guess what makes this really challenging?
When you kill an ad, they all go nuts.
Right, they all do all their shit. Their beams and their spikes and shit.
So the
I'm just
plan
making
is
doubles
you.
damage.
Well, you have to coordinate when you kill ads so that you have them available for burst phases. But you also, originally, the plan was to make sure you didn't over DPS. There's a lot of kind of waiting for the appropriate time, good timing windows and whatnot. But from what I've heard, with high deeps numbers, you just kind of kill everything now, which you couldn't do before. So, like, the limit strat is wrong right now. But
Yeah, I'm pulling up the stanky one for the break.
yeah, I stanky.
Sorry.
No, the person, not the name. They're pretty out there, but yeah, their guide pretty much is what I did. I also looked at Big Dumb Guilds and a little bit of competitive WoW.
What is nice is it looks like ad spawns are fixed location, which they might have been in heroic, but we just never paid attention.
I think they were.
Yeah, they are fixed. There's also a fixed order that they spawn in, and and dressed is
Eyeball.
difficult. Dressed is easier than Vex, as far as number of kills.
Really?
Yeah, it didn't used to be, but with more damage equals
Yeah,
easier.
equals simpler mechanics as you can ignore now.
Still on
Even-
wait for a mini boss.
Yeah, let's wait for the mini boss to pad up. It gives me just a little bit more time to read.
Il'gynoth's the same way. The Il'gynoth kills are huge now.
Well, that's because of the exploit. Not the exploit, but the
creative use of game mechanics.
right. Yeah. Nobody's been banned, so it's not an
They
exploit.
didn't code it right.
Yeah, I mean that was there before. That's why Il'gynoth had a good amount, but like just with more numbers to fight, you just plow it over. You shuffleboard all your number checks to Carapace this off now.
812, baby.
812, Stormy.
Let's update all our things. We have so many things.
Stormy 812 things.
75% through cutting edge content.
Is that our best so far? It
Yeah.
was 6
Well-
out of how much was in Tomb? How many bosses in Tomb?
I want to say 10.
I made things angry.
We were 6. 6 was our furthest there.
Like
Where's your
60%.
Displacer Beast and code?
Okay.
We have like 5
And-
months though.
Then we had 6, I think, with that
Don't
obnoxious one.
don't ever
Guardians.
count down the burnout boss. Burnout boss turns that 5 months into 2 months very quickly, and then we're rebuilding for Shadowlands.
Is that gonna be Yoganath?
Which boss is Burnout Boss? I'm curious.
Yogi?
I want to say it's gonna be Carapace.
No, Carapace looks pretty simple.
I legit
Two with the
think it's gonna
die.
be N'Zoth. I actually think it's gonna be N'Zoth.
Not fucking going
I'm just
anywhere.
hoping-
So
I'm just hoping we don't do what my old guild did during Siege. They're like we were doing the cutting edge kill on Garrosh like day before patch and like almost got it and then missed the cutting edge.
Oh, that's exciting though.
No, it's not.
It wasn't because we were gonna do it again the last night and somebody took our lockout and was running a mythic. bug with it.
Oh, dang.
Also, there was drama.
It got stupid and it eventually spelled the end of everything.
Was
What a
that?
surprise.
You said which raid was that? Siege?
Siege of Orgrimmar,
Siege.
yeah.
And
Are we doing Shed or skipping?
Does anybody need gear off of Shed?
No.
I'm hearing silence. Let's keep.
Let me double check. But
You didn't
This
wait
is a
very
feed.
long.
not on this tune, anyways.
Yeah.
Is he required to get to Carapace?
It's required to get to but not to.
I like that ambition, Zeph. I like
that
tonight.
mission, I'm taking that.
We're seeing Carapace tonight.
Yeah, dude.
Better get to mopping.
You shot.
Right?
I just did up there. Okay, I've done my mopping for the night.
Yeah.
Nah,
Okay, not mop.
just for tonight. What about tomorrow night?
Right?
Open raid.
Pinky
Rotating
and the
rotating
brain.
bed.
The pinky
Cutting
and
edge
the
or
brain.
bust. That's what I got out of that story.
Cutting edge or we
Now,
take your
now,
lock
let's-
out and
let's-
bust their guild. Yeah, okay.
Yep.
Let's one boss at a time. One boss at a time.
Zeph fights 3 bosses at once.
Yes.
Oh,
That's
I
how they
die
get
so
the
much.
Carapace.
What is going on?
I get the far one.
Okay, then your close one.
What's the difference? Are we doing Drestigath or are we doing?
We're gonna do Drestigath. So the change to Drestigath is that when we kill one of the ads, all of the ads are gonna channel their enrage ability, their fervor ability. So those are like the eye stalks doing eye beam, I can't remember what they do because I think we killed them too fast in heroic.
One of them does a
I saw
spiky
it.
circle thing.
Yep, one of them does waves of spike circles. You're gonna see them with
The
like
Maws.
those are the Maws.
Yeah, Maws mind control and they do circles.
The big tentacles do like a slap or something.
Yeah, big
Blood pool.
tentacles do a red pool slap, and they also have like a Kamehameha attack that travels across the room.
I forgot about that one.
Sorry.
I approve.
So really, what it is
do
it's
too.
the exact same fight. It's just that we're gonna have to be very vocal about when ads are dying, so that way the rest of the group can be aware that they're gonna have to start dodging things.
And
Eyeball
we,
coming up the corridor.
we want to coordinate when
Kill
the
it.
ads die, so.
Just short. Oh,
You need to switch it over to DPS.
Like if we have like a maw at 30% and a tentacle at like 10%, we want to shave down the maw and kill them at the same time. Because the damage doesn't increase when they all frenzy, but if you frenzy them all individually, it's too much damage to heal. Now, that's the limit strat. I don't know if we could just YOLO it and heal through it, but
It's kind of like the kind of like the totem.
What? Sorry, what?
talking
I'm
about
ready.
taking on the damage. That's a
We were complimenting
Oh.
you and you weren't listening.
I'm sorry.
Are we taking a break now, or was
Fear
that break?
Yeah,
forward.
let's do the break real quick so everybody can get a breather. That was a very exciting Vexiona kill.
It was a really good one though. It's not like we killed like Rodin where like 2 people were alive.
Zeph,
That was also
we're-
kind
we're-
of beautiful.
We're used to those. That was our normal sort of first kill, so you just take that on as what it is.
Oh, it's all good. I was just, it was just a clean kill. That's all I was saying.
No,
I need to clip
they're
that
all
from
they're
Warzone.
always clean. They're
Loves it.
always clean.
Wait, you clipped it?
No, I
No
need
one-
to
no
clip
one
that
died.
before then.
I think it's
No,
clean
um,
because
Easy.
someone mopped up the floor.
The Rodin and a Mott kill this week were more standard fare.
What, where we had like 3 paladins alive?
So yeah. No, actually, even for Rodin when we got the first kill, I think it was Stormy and me dead alone, and we were saying that Stormy dead was probably helping because she wasn't overhealing people.
That's what I said.
I
There were a lot of
totally
people
did
dead at the
that.
kill
I
of the
did give you
first
credit.
Rodin.
I said no offense though.
No offense, but you're a piece of shit.
No offense, but
No
it's
offense, but you smell bad. No offense, but I don't like your face.
Taylor. Oh my god.
No offense.
That makes it okay.
Exactly. No offense, but offense.
For anybody not stepping away, Care did link in Raid Team 1 the video from Big Dumb Strats. So if you want to watch it, if you're not stepping away from your keyboard.
Healers don't watch videos. We just press buttons, right?
And avoid mechanics, yes.
Speak for yourself.
Just kidding. I didn't say what videos.
Giggity.
I have to watch this video at 4 times speed to be able to make it through the break.
We can make it a longer break. Jeez.
I always think it's funny how such a small tweak can make a fight so much harder. Like with this one.
Yeah, for real.
But I mean, like the core mechanics matter, but not that.
No, but I think like some of it as simple as like let's get these two eyes down low, and then save them for a quick kill with like one of the bigger ads in the first group, and just having all the DPS pile in on boss, and use that for bloodlust point might be like a good bloodlust point, and then we go from there and just try to coordinate kills at the same time.
Yeah, you just need to not have a throws randomly happen, because you control when the throws happens by per ad that dies. So you get 20 energy per ad, and then 100 energy you get a Throes of Agony.
What's the Throes of Agony?
Whenever an ad dies, it triggers its 100 energy ability, which is like a big eye beam, or the ground spikes, or the tear in reality.
So that happens every single time, or once you get to 100?
It will happen if they reach 100 energy, but on Mythic it happens anytime a similar appendage dies. So anytime that one eye dies, all the other eyes will cast their eye beam. They will also cast it if they hit 100 energy.
So theoretically, you want to start the cast and maybe kill some during the cast?
What you want to do is you want to like, so right now if we start this fight, we will get these two eyes right here down low, and then kill them at the same time. So we like, you completely ignore one of them.
Okay.
And that's pretty much what this comes down to, is pretty much getting everything low and then calling for a kill it. And just having melee doing the tentacles, range doing the maws, and just dropping everything all at once so we don't deal with as many mechanics. And then grabbing as many of the pools as we can and just tunneling the boss.
I was just about to ask, so we're going to kill these two eyes and keep the orbs on the ground until we kill like others, until like enough people can get orbs to make
They
it look worth
disappear,
it.
don't they?
Oh, do they?
Yeah, after a while they'll just vanish if you don't use them.
So do we want to assign the highest DPS to pick them up first for Lust? Like the mages and stuff?
I think with the number of orbs that are going to drop, it's pretty much going to be just about assigning which DPS not to take them.
Okay.
Which I think comes down to right now, Jaded for sure.
All the tanks, all the healers don't.
They don't have to, but once we start getting excess amounts of stuff on the floor, they can pick it up. It's pretty much just going to come down to, I think, just Jaded and Zeph, you and me for now.
Okay.
You get 8 on the. I think it's just the start that you should probably coordinate. So like, mages, demon hunters, and hunters.
Well, I think we get 12 to start because we're going to get the two eyes low, and then we're going to try to kill. We're going to kill them as we kill the giant tentacle.
Oh, we're holding deeps on these eye stones?
I guess.
They won't even spawn unless you kill them, don't they?
Well,
No,
they
they
not?
spawn. They will, but we'll be sitting around for a while.
When you're talking about the throws, Care, the way that I'm thinking about this is the cooldowns we're assigning are for like when we call for a kill order on all the ads. That's when we're popping cooldowns, right? I'm trying to get the timing for like
You don't
how long in
necessarily have to
between.
do that for the throws.
Yeah,
Because
so
whether you wait for it or not, you're getting throws at the same spot.
right, the same number of ads. So I was saying we're healing cooldowning when Throes of Agony is happening, because that's 400,000 damage to everybody. That's a lot.
Oh, my bad. I'm thinking about the ads doing their thing when one
Their
dies.
death
Throws,
throw.
no,
I get it.
the
I get it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My bad. Okay,
I
it's
figured
when the
out.
boss hits 100 energy that we're
Correct.
that we're putting the cooldown. Okay,
Yeah.
I'm on board again.
The thing with the ads dying, it's just annoying, and you have to be aware of it. But that's it. That's
we
the thing
have-
that you used to have to coordinate, but now you just roll it.
Should we just try? See how it goes?
Yeah, let's see, test the damage at least.
Some of it be a little bit, yeah, a little YOLO-y. Do we have an idea of how long between throws? We'll get it after the first pull. I'll just see him.
We won't get more than 6 every 3 minutes, so you could just do a 6-person rotation. If we run out, then we'll figure it out, right? I really don't think we're gonna kill 36 ads in 3 minutes. That seems extremely unlikely.
Yeah.
Little faith.
That's
Like I
12
said,
ads a minute. That's easy.
Right?
We should probably just try and get a pull in, see what happens.
They're setting up Nagers. I know you're excited, Seth. Just
What? That's 1 ad every 5 seconds. That's doable.
How long is the
So-
buff? It's still 30 seconds when we have it, when we can actually damage the boss.
Yeah, that part is less important because we're not going to hit berserk as long as we're alive. It's the just survive the throws. That's and don't get mind controlled. Don't get mind controlled.
Alright, so let's
Ma-
grab
ma-
talents to survive, at least in general.
This is a if you kill it fast, you live more fight.
And the buff is 30
Okay.
seconds.
There's some quick angry assignments, and I spaced the rallies out. We may shuffle those if we happen to have a really bad throws. All right. Let's ready, check up, and try this out. So we're gonna kill these two eyes at the same time.
So, who are we coordinating? Who's picking up this first set or nah?
It's 8. Let's do. How many melee do we have? Not a terrible lot. Let's do demon hunters, mages, and hunters. That'll count for 8. Yeah, no, I just looked down. Okay, we're on the same page. All right, so everybody else will just go ahead and start moving toward next ads. Remember, we're not killing stuff until we call for the executing them.
How many orbs drop from one ad? Okay, so hunters and demon hunters on left side, and then mages on the right side for the first drop.
We could just kill one, have mages get it, and then their ignite will kill the other.
Yep.
Do you want me to multi-dot or no?
Yes.
Okay.
This is multi-dot dream fight.
Same thing goes for infernals. Whatever multi-dotting you can do it.
Can one of you mark or at least call out like what you want us to debuff?
I think the way that the ads spawn, there's an obvious pair. There's always 2 that you can debuff at the same time, and the other ones are spread out too far. So it's that pair that you got to look for.
So always go for the double.
Yeah, always go for the double. Once the double's done, then go for the solo tentacles.
Okay.
As far as the melee group, Ando, you're still good with running around with the melee group and being in the cloud?
Yeah.
Okay.
Endo has been uploaded to the cloud.
Angel, you there?
He's still offline.
Okay.
Angel's in the cloud.
His internet might have died because he's off Discord too.
Messages from so far.
He wasn't the one with the hail, right? That was Corzan.
How is it out there now, by the way, Kevin?
I think Corzan lives in Indiana, don't you?
No.
Or, well, he's not here anymore. Yeah.
Isn't Corzan a Canadian?
Yeah, I'm Canadian. I live in Alberta, and no, the storm passed like literally like during the next pull.
Yeah, kick him out of the province.
Somebody with the cane in Indiana. I remember that.
Hang on a second. I heard Alberta. I want to know where in Alberta this is.
I like that ambition, Caleb. Like Alberta's small.
It is
In
pretty
Cal-
small.
In Calgary, Caliph.
I'm also in Calgary.
Oh no, they're gonna go hang out. With
The
us.
livable space is small.
No way. That's funny.
I'm in the southeast Calgary.
Nice. I'm in the northwest, just up off 16th Ave, like near
If you
Sate.
need if you need a doctor, my clinic is in the southeast, just across from the South Elf campus.
Hell
Not even
yeah.
joking.
Caleb's my new doctor, guys.
That Discord advertising.
Imagine it's like next week. It's like, oh, I went to get back to you about that test.
Of
course it's-
Wait, are you taking new patients, Caleb?
I am, yeah.
No.
Are you gonna make the drive, Stormy?
It'll be cheaper. It'll cheaper for us to fly out there for a doctor than to go see one here in America.
This is true.
Get the fuck out of our country.
Hey,
Computer crashed.
What we just
and
need to
it's
do.
taking longer to reboot than expected.
I'm just gonna give us another 5, and I'm gonna go get myself a drink.
Why was Angel's
Oh,
computer
are you bringing beer?
driving?
No, I'm
we
a
need-
teetotaler.
What we need to do is get Kayla set up so he can do telemedicine with us through Discord.
I've already got telemedicine set up.
Hey,
I had
Kayla,
to
can
during
you
the
take a look at
COVID.
this? You better watch it. Guildies are gonna start bugging you for medical advice every 2 seconds.
I got this rash.
Hey,
Is
if
this
it's
not
if
normal,
it's during
though?
working time and I can build in, then I'm happy.
See,
I'm getting paid. I don't care who it's from.
I could just entertain Caleb with the story of the of when my my blood was 2,000 platelets per microliter.
Why?
I had ITP.
Ah,
Why?
I don't have a spleen anymore though, so that fixed that problem.
But why?
Whoever has the Murloc pet, can I be a Murloc too, please? The Murloc,
No.
thingy. Please? I said please.
She said please, yeah.
I one time had a symphysis.
Well,
Hey.
whatever. I'll
on
just
jaw.
steal it. I'll steal the appearance from Darling.
Pay for my flying roll.
No, and then you right-click off my swapper, and then we can both be Murlocs. There you go. Oh, it didn't steal it off of you.
Someone,
Ah.
she made you a
Yeah.
Murloc.
But I'm,
Wait,
But
now I'm
I'm-
a Shadow Murloc and you're a Blue Murloc.
but I'm smaller than y'all, so I win still.
You are pretty tiny. Well, no,
Oh,
look
you're
at
a
Ulti.
Murloc too.
Ulti's tiny too. Oh my god, he's the tiniest. Look at him.
Ulti, the
Does
tiniest.
anyone have an attire
Ulti, you're
ranger?
so small.
How?
So what I'm hearing is
It's
that
not the size, it's how you use it, right?
that needs to be Ulti's new guild note. Ulti, you're so tiny.
The tiniest.
Yeah, I can put one of those down here.
There's one down. Thank
Oh,
you.
there's one down already?
Yeah.
Alright.
I'm transmogging to be a giant Murloc.
You're on your hunter. I love that Murloc set that you have.
Ando, is there ever a time that you don't get prosperity?
Not anymore.
I'm just saying, because...
I mean,
So Ando stole the prosperity procs.
much. I
Get
went.
'em,
I had
guys.
a dry spell for like.
Yeah, Ando.
Now I just get it every
Hey,
time.
Tina got it too.
Right now we just have to wait for my game.
Make flasks so Care will cry.
I don't know though,
Right.
even with prosperity, your proc rate kind of sucks.
Yeah, we'll see. There'll be like a 25 or a 9,000 any second now.
It's over 9,000.
You could afford a longboy if you got
2
that.
equals 9,000.
2 is 9,000, yes, yes. Can't you math?
Did Angel make it back?
We're loading in now.
Hey.
Holding out for an angel.
That's
I'm
fine. You AFKing meant I got to eat my popcorn.
Did you
My
bring enough for the
fiance-
rest of the class?
I
Yeah,
did.
Power strip. I'm like, don't worry if you pull. I'm like, don't worry if I pull the wrong cord. My computer's on a battery backup. Everything went dead except my monitor. I'm like, uh-oh. I had one of the wires crossed from when I set up my computer a month ago.
Here, have a mucus test. Just take it. Just take it. I got something special for Darling. Where are you?
I give you cupcakes and you give me a mucose tendril.
Would you? Oh no. Here, this is.
And pestilent muck.
Have some mail.
Great. Now I have some poor old guy's spam mail.
Ooh, what does that do?
Drink it.
I did.
For
What
ya.
happened? I don't see anything. What's going on?
Does it look
You know,
different?
I'll take all this junk. It's raw gold.
I'm basically giving you gold.
Oh yeah, it doesn't look different in here. Maybe it just has to be outside.
Here, have some fireworks core.
Thank you.
Yeah, yeah. Anybody want a blood-gorged sack?
God
Threaten
damn.
me with a good time.
Take me out to dinner first, at least. God damn.
No, I have popcorn.
I'm cheap. I don't need ice cream.
If it's full of blood, you should probably go to a doctor.
Hey, Kayla.
Hey, I know where one is.
Listen.
Alberta?
Oh.
Exactly.
Caleb, if I have this blood gorge sack, I need you to take a look at.
Here, have some.
Saw one 2 days ago, so.
Thanks for ranking me.
I'm literally just giving everybody the grays in my bag, and they're taking it.
I literally did see a blood gorge sack 2 days ago. Guy had complications post vasectomy.
Oh no.
Oh no.
That's those horror stories they don't want to tell you about.
Is that the worst thing you've seen?
No. Down there, worst thing, Fournier's gangrene.
Ah.
I remember that story.
Tasty.
That smell is probably awful.
Dude, when you filled up 5 buckets full of pus, it's
Easy.
yeah.
Was it staph?
No, so it's gram negative bacteria, so it's like flesh eating basically, and it's basically, so this guy had just above his knees on the inside of his thighs all the way across where his scrotum was and all the way to the other side. We basically had to debride all of that away. He had no muscle, no tissue, no sac, nothing, just gone.
Oh boy.
How did he not put a bullet in his head?
His testicles were still there.
Well, at least there's that.
No, he died like 2-3 days later.
Crane told me to tell you guys that she misses you all and she wishes she could raid with us still. Just throw on that.
How does it get that bad?
Why did she stop raiding with us?
Diabetes.
She didn't like me.
Going to the doctor, just like put it off.
No, once you get that infection, it's pretty quick. It spreads pretty quickly.
That AoE trinket off this boss is nice, hey guys?
Yeah, for your Mythic Plus.
Mythic Plus?
And for PvP.
It's gonna be push week next week.
And for Hive Mind.
And Hive
Push,
Mind.
push, 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 push.
Wait, it's not push week next week.
It is.
Push week
right now.
Push week this week.
Yeah. Right now is.
Wait, right now?
Maybe
Oh,
on
yeah.
the Demon Hunter. Not
Every
on
week
the
is push week.
Paladin.
Let's get more ineffable.
Team
Stormy.
I'm
Come
not
on,
feeling
man.
anything.
I have as much as I
Bolstered
can
It's
and
not that bad. It's not that bad at all.
No, that's 2 weeks. 2 weeks stretch.
Tell that to the 10 I just did.
You
Yeah, I
did
know,
it,
I'm looking through
nobody
them.
died.
Rip.
Except at the very
bursting
end.
and necrotic in 3 weeks. That can go straight to hell.
I'm down for that.
No,
Bursting's easy.
I'll tank.
bursting and necrotic. Fuck off.
I'll tank it.
How's
Okay.
the login status, Angel?
I'll heal that.
I will go.
Just now it's connecting. I was waiting that long for that thing to, I pressed the play button and it took forever to load. I don't know what happened. Like I said, all the computer did is lose power.
You need a new computer?
Alright, we gotta start a GoFundMe.
Kara needs a new
Yeah.
potato.
Like, Gary has a better computer than mine, like on his Transformer toys.
I have a better computer than yours under a Transformer shelf.
Oh, this is like as a footstool. Excellent.
No, the fan's sitting on it right now.
That's a fan stool. Even better.
It's not even turned on.
The fan or the computer?
The computer.
I'm turned on, Gary.
Yes.
You know what? Let's just 19-man this. Let me just switch tank, and we can at least start seeing shit.
Okay. So, killing left one or right one first?
Let's kill the left one first, and we'll kill the right one. Remember, it's mages, hunters, and demon hunters getting the orbs.
Mages first.
Andu will be trolling around with the melee group. I marked zones around the area so that way we can figure out the coordinating a little bit better. Here, I'll mark in between as well, just so that way we have some
Let's
reference
try.
points.
Let's try a 10 count to start. It'll be weird with the font in this opener.
Ready checking?
Are you gonna combust right at the start?
No. I wait
Yeah.
for you both.
I was gonna save mine, but I didn't know if I should or not.
I'm gonna try founting at 5.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I'm gonna kill the left one, friendos.
Double dot, but kill
Slash
the left.
crashed.
I'm assuming that one's gonna die, so I should put it on this one.
Yeah, put it on that one. Crash. This is throw. No, my bad. That's dismemberment. Get your pools. There's one pool still up.
Ultimus doesn't have.
Nala, the first one is going to be on square side. That's the pairing.
Okay.
DPS, DPS, you guys are getting square side. Melee DPS are getting square side first.
That's a beat.
We should be hitting debuff targets.
Debuffing square side. Watch yourselves.
Hello.
Well, that hurt a
So
little
that's what that horn thing was.
That was the slap. Oh no, that was Entropic Crash. Yeah, that's the fall off damage, right?
Yeah.
Can we run away from Drestgeth during that?
All
things.
I think you and I can't. I think everybody else can.
Okay. There are 3 orbs over here on the square.
There's 6 orbs now. Scoop them up and get them on boss. Yeah, pick up Jada when you guys get a chance.
Remember melee.
Melee are killing the big tentacles. Is that deliberate?
Melee should be on big tentacles, not at Moss.
Jesus, this
No,
fight
this
is
one looks
pure
like a
arms.
diamond.
You said this fight is pure what?
Arms.
Oh yeah.
The fact that Fury would like make you be like right on the damn thing, and then if you have to run away every 2 seconds, it screws everything up.
Yep.
Debuffing diamond side. Oh, right into the beam.
These stuns are dispellable with the 10-second stuns.
There's more of them go out than I think. Oh no, 4 of them go out. We should be able to cover that.
Kid crashed.
Say, I'm still here. For now.
This better not be like a round robin. Everybody taking their turn to DC. Alright, let's
We can try and reset. I think Kidney just DC'd.
I don't think you can reset.
I can try.
Just because nothing will leave the room, but give it a shot.
I bet I had to get seed while outside. I bet that's what it was. Although he might have just put it on closest target. Well, it's wipe recovery at least.
How easily resettable is this thing?
I am standing outside.
You're standing outside, nothing's happening.
The problem is that everything is stationary. The method of a reset is that you pull something through the boundary.
Or you get targeted while outside. Like on Ashbane, if I got the bubble
that
thing
might have done
while
it.
outside, it would do it. I think everyone was dead.
Oh no, everybody's dead and Stab went invisible. Don't release. We do have res.
Cool.
Just waiting for Ando to die.
Ando die.
Because he wouldn't displace her beast on that trash ball.
May need to call out which melee tentacle needs to be killed because there were like 3 of them, and
I'll be calling him out when we do it, because I'll be going DPS for this with Angel tanking. But yeah, when I'm tanking, it'll be another designate like Crash or somebody calling for directional. Giving you assist, Stab. Sorry, you should have had that to start with.
You good? You know Ice Lance, Ultimus.
I agree with you, Crash. This does feel like an arms benefit fight, but it's also just too I don't know. It's not enough cleave. And
There's no cleave.
The bar of entry is just—it's a little too high for arms. Like you have to have just bonkers haste.
I have it. Just gotta
you?
redo all my shit if I did it.
Well, but you gotta have the expedient to get like the bonkers.
Yeah, I got like
Oh.
50% haste if I wanted to. I just have to like reforge a lot of stuff and do that.
I'll have 60 in 2 days.
Yeah.
We probably want to put Infernals instead of Ultimus in that first pack, because I thought Ultimus was no ice lance, but they're not. So it's
Wait,
No, I run Iceland.
yeah, so it's less funnel, more mobility.
Then we'll do mages. Mages minus.
Yeah, that's fine. Infernals, go ahead and take my orb.
Havoc's
You'll
pretty
get one
nuts.
soon after. It's just.
Oh yeah, I got one off the next die. It's fine.
Well, that one should be Demon Hunters and Hunters. But the third one,
I meant that's what I'm sorry, I did. I got off the third one.
What I'm trying to figure out, I think outside of that, the first 8, I don't know if we're gonna have a very clean, like a lot of people getting it for another bloodlust point.
oh yeah, we lost at the start because it's a 10-minute enrage, and you can lust twice.
Oh.
So
Yeah, once everyone picks up their orbs.
this is a long fight.
It seemed like it. I mean, we're doing okay. What was the thing that dropped a bunch of people?
I stayed too close to the tentacle when he did the ground slam thing.
4 entropic crashes all at once for.
Yeah, I couldn't find a safe spot. Like the entire room was covered by entropic crashes. I could survive it, but only if I was topped off.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. So it's just we just need to call out the entropic crash and have everybody bail from the tentacles and dressed.
I blame Ando.
At least the way it's supposed to happen.
Health every time, which is a pretty big hit.
Right, yeah, it does 700k with fall off damage, but it's to everybody. But Entropic Crash is supposed to cast off of Dressagath, and then after it happens, all the tentacles cast it.
It looked like they cast at the same time.
It looked like it was the same time to me, too.
Angel, the only thing that you missed was for the seed when you're taunting off with Nala.
Yeah.
There's always going to be a pair of ads that are close enough that you can get both. The first one is on square. It's usually going to be a tentacle and an eye pairing. So the first one was on square. The second one was on diamond, and you just look for them after that.
So that just means that when Entropic Crash is casting, you run away from all tentacles and you run away from Dressed, unless you're a tank.
Yeah, everyone. The slam comes out equally from all the tentacles.
But specifically the tentacles of Dressagath, not the eye stalks, not the moss. So the big tall noodles.
Yeah. The ones with the smoke around the bottom of them.
Yes.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
To the one on your right. Other side, other side.
Your other right.
The other eye stalk, Angels, what are you saying?
Alright, my camera did the whole. Yeah, I was trying to
run.
Look up Angel.
My camera is not connected to my character. It might not work.
Do you need to restart again?
Oh god,
Melee,
no,
we're
please.
going to square. We need to figure out why the hell your camera does that, because that's not normal. And that sounds like an add-on.
I think it is too. I just don't know which add-on it would be.
Watch the void glares.
It hasn't happened in a while.
I know.
Did you just update something today that you had to do?
No, the crash.
You're a healer over here at the tentacle.
It should be Ando.
I was just dodging the beams.
Slam.
Away from crash. Back in.
I always stay away from Crash.
I was gonna
Get the fuck away from me.
Aw.
Dang.
Call out when your ad is at 10%. Stab call the range group. Jaded will call the melee group.
They're both
Tentacles
really
at
close.
10.
I at 10.
Yeah, they're
Damn,
both
guys.
5%.
Okay, tentacles down.
Yeah, they're both done. We have one more ad killed before we trigger a throw. That was supposed to be Ava right there, right?
Slam.
Which are we on? Triangle tentacles?
Oh, sorry, I went out. We should be on diamond.
Oh, rip.
Oh,
You want to be on the one that's it's close enough to an eye that Angel's gonna debuff both.
Yeah, always both
Okay.
bunches.
okay, just let's go counterclockwise then.
It's not always going to be bunches that
Aye.
way, though.
Okay, so just based on.
I just mark a melee that is going to be the bait.
Slam.
We don't have a healer in the tentacle.
And then a
Yeah,
slam.
it's gonna be white.
Yeah,
Bloodthirst.
let's wipe them.
Progress.
Oh yeah, we didn't last.
Well,
I don't know why Bloodthirst reminds
think-
me a little bit.
I do think it is for melee. I think it does progress counterclockwise around the room. Just looking at the pictures. Oh nope, the fourth one is gonna be. Oh no, it's still kind of technically counterclockwise around the room.
I mean, the Zamboni method would be don't really care about what's super optimal, just keep rolling. Like eventually they'll clump up.
Don't release. The iterative resing.
Throws is a dot. It's a 10-second dot for healer friendos. So you could start your channeling like as soon as throws is casting, and you'll be fine.
So Ava, you will get the hymn for the first one. I'm gonna set Dressagath as a focus and call for 100 energy. We've got enough calls for everything else.
Yeah, I didn't realize we had a third ad on the precipice there when we had those two super low.
Well, my
That's what I
camera
lost.
connected back to the character up the res and it stayed fine. And I think everything kind of settled. I think it was just everything was still kind of loading.
Angel is just our matchbox person.
5, 4, 3, 2,
Yeah,
Yeah.
once the second eye stock dies, we lost.
I might just a tad early.
Because you missed time your
Slam.
trinket.
Slam. Slam.
Yeah.
That was early.
Or was it perfect?
We're going to square. Watch that circle.
Alright, Kayla.
First one.
So all range should be on this eye that's debuffed.
Slam. Oh, aye. Sorry.
Interrupts on Mind Place are big.
We're coming up
right
on
away.
a slam. Get away, slam. Melee, go to triangle. That's the next tentacle up.
Still an orb back here in the eye. Someone needs to get.
Do you want us on the 60% Maul? The
Yeah,
range?
finish that one off.
Maul near the door range.
Near
Still,
Star.
still an orb back here.
Oh, do we want people with debuff not to
gone.
move? Just had someone jump on me with the AoE stun.
That may have been me. I was trying to get to a wall.
No, yeah, I'm just saying, do we want people who are debuffed to not move? and
Away
other
from the
people move?
tentacles?
Get away.
For the range, they probably should be able to stand still and everybody else move away from them. For the melee, they need to get out because we're all clumped up. Okay, after this one on Star, we're going over to entrance. We'll melee join a diamond.
Sorry, no.
Crash.
Throws undressed. Number 1, so this is Ava. Or this number 2.
I think that was Crash Rally with that, right?
Yep, and he did. Oh no,
I didn't.
Zep rallied instead.
I don't have any tracker for it.
Get a yeah, I'm pulling up my DPM and setting up some trackers.
That's unfortunate. We
There
can't
we
dispel
go.
anything right now.
Isn't it just every single time he gets to 100 energy that he does a throw?
Yep.
But I don't have it
I-
like
I
marked
just-
directly.
I'm trying to mark it so that way I can see it a little bit more clear since my focus is off on the side.
Gotta get that ERT Crash. It's so good.
Tuna, get reses on healers, and we'll just finish wiping up.
The crash is hurting quite a lot of people.
I'm sorry.
Emotionally.
Yeah, it's all just dealing with the crash and the throws. That's all the damage that we're doing.
Can we call it something else like the boom?
No, I think focusing all of our attention onto the crash and avoiding it is important.
I'll call you the boom now if you want.
Everybody focus on crash. Stare at crash.
You mean the boom?
Where's the crash?
Yep, for naming yourself after a sound effect.
That is definitely not what I named myself after, but okay.
Over a part of a ship.
What was the range? Was the range okay on the way that you guys are chewing through ads? It's a little easier for you guys because you guys can park in the middle, but
I think we are spreading out a bit, and that's making it hard for heals.
It is.
I can't heal anybody
Because heals can't stand in the middle.
Dead.
no, they don't want to stand in the middle because of the crash.
I think
Is
range clump point would be good, and we move around melee.
is range going after eye stalks or maw?
Both.
Can't even
Okay.
all the
Maws are
stuns.
your priority. So
Yeah.
Maws are ranged only, tentacles are melee only, and then eye stalks are shared.
We are
Okay.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Fire mages can help with low tentacles too. 30% is pretty good for them. Or for tentacles.
It's just harder because they have to get into that cloud.
Yeah.
People are attacking the boss when they get the Ichor, right? Just wanna.
Get away
Slam.
from crash.
We can call it slam.
No, I'm okay with crash.
It's all good.
Lust or favor?
Melee going to square.
Oh, right after. Dum dum.
About to glare.
More range interrupts, the better on these mindful.
Crash. Melee going to triangle next. We're coming up on the first throws for Ava.
Still 2 orbs back here.
Ava, him.
2 DPS need to come back and get these orbs. Back behind the efflorescence.
Void
Original
glare,
wave
watch
is
it.
still-
There's gonna be a crash right on the heels of it.
They disappeared.
Yeah, original wave was still debuffed.
Wait.
We'll have tons of debuffs if we just stay ahead of that.
Melee, we're moving toward diamond.
3 balls in the back right corner by triangle.
We gotta watch those stuns. There were 3 of them
Yeah.
overlapping on that diamond.
Also slows you really, really hard, so it's like problematic. So people really just need to get out of the way from him.
Move out of the way as if it was a crash.
Yeah, get it the fuck away from me.
I mean, we just gotta get comfortable with the dance that way. We don't have to use our movement abilities to get to damage and get out with debuffs.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's because we just have too many orbs, but there's a lot of orbs being left on the ground.
That's where I think I'm not looking through some of these different guys. I'm not getting an
They don't
idea
get
if
them all.
we should just grab all the orbs and always be on it, because it feels like we're gonna fall behind on tentacles doing that.
You should always do well.
We're at 70% at 3 minutes into the fight. We are totally on par with only picking up like 60% of the orbs.
Okay. I just don't want to bother calling them if it actually doesn't matter.
I think people should grab them if they can, but we're probably, if we go overboard on it, we're probably gonna have to call off grabbing them. But let's try to and push it. The biggest thing is we don't want too many of these tentacles up. I think having 2 up is enough. 3 is pushing it with all the crashing.
Get the orb, get the orb, get the orb.
Yes, Dad.
This is a
That's
feed.
not my dad voice.
That's her softball mom
Crash.
voice.
Crash dead as a dog.
Alright, everyone stare at Crash.
You mean boom?
Yes.
Boom. Here comes the boom.
How about entropic? Can we call it entropic?
No, that's a mouthful. Why would we go for something harder to say? Come
Crash
on.
is a mouthful.
Call him
That's what she
Slappy.
said.
Well, be if you eat, be.
Something the Big Dumb Guild mentions is that you have your first wave with your bursty deeps, and then your next wave of orbs is the rest of your deeps, and then you have one wave where it's just healers, because your first wave isn't done being debuffed, and then you just repeat.
I feel like we're a little bit slow enough that people are able to jump back into that third one, but I might be wrong.
No, I mean the 2-minute cooldowns won't be back for that. So like I'm able to pick up the third set, but I'm 20 seconds away from my combustion window.
Gotcha. Well, that might be a better marker. When your major cooldowns back up, that's when you should be grabbing an orb.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm picking up an orb every 4 minutes. Cool.
Sounds right.
You get to DPS the 50% extra damage target.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Slam.
Coming calculated lust. So I pull it off my bar.
Square. Melee.
Dispel.
Spread out on square a little bit.
Personal cooldowns on the crashes is probably smart. You get healer cooldowns for the rest.
Slam.
Crash.
And they're moving to triangle.
We're gonna get Caleb up. We're gonna fall behind for you.
Yeah, pick him up.
Slam.
Get away from the tentacles.
Monsters done.
Go toward diamond tentacle melee. That'll be the one that tanks are debuffing. Glare. Coming up on 100 energy, this is throw number 2.
Remember interrupts. Spineflay's hurt.
Throw number 2 going out. This is Darlingham Crash Rally.
I'm debuffing Skull.
Melee should be on Skull. Melee should be on Skull Tentacle. Crash. Watch seeds.
A triangle.
Range interrupts if you can.
Died from Mind Flay.
Void Glare coming up. Entropic Crash afterwards. Spread out. Spread away from them. Throws number 4. Tuna Trank, this is 3. oncoming void glare. Crash, get away.
I'm sorry, I don't have salve for. I.
You're okay.
accidentally-
We got
She has him
use
back.
your him instead. Him is back up. Melee should be a triangle.
Stunned in this tentacle window if you can get me.
You mean X?
Are you guys over in X? I don't see that one back behind the boss. Watch the void glare. Tuna, help pick up the melee group for heals. They're over on X. Finish cleaning up.
Progress.
Yep.
So I like lose track of
57%?
where everyone is because everyone at that point is spread out so much.
I know that I personally died from mind flay. I'm not really sure. I don't think there's much we can do about that.
We got a couple range interrupts, but yeah, it's just gonna retarget to somebody else.
Yeah.
If it was mentioned before, but for the crashes, I've just been getting away from the boss, not the tentacles, because I've found that unless I run like 40 yards, I'm not gonna miss one of them. I'm gonna get hit, but it only does like 200,000 damage, so it's negligible. So like for the melee group on the big tentacles, I don't know if it's even worth running out of it because it takes so much time, you know.
I mean, we can try to stay within the smoke and see if we take the same damage. I don't know that we do though.
If it doesn't do proximity damage, then we shouldn't run from it, as long as we're not going to get hit by the boss as well.
Yeah, it does look like it does equal damage to everyone, so maybe it is ideal to. I don't know. We can just try it.
Yeah.
It's drop off damage from each one of the tentacles. So like, so if you happen to be between two of them, you're gonna take more damage than if you're away from all of them and you're just close to one. It's just where you are in the room. Like if you imagine it as a bunch of circles around each one of the tentacles, it's the overlaps where people are taking more damage.
Oh, okay. So as long as you're okay.
That's why
Yeah,
I can run away from the boss and not towards any other tentacles. And it's been helping a whole lot because I only have to move 10 yards usually, rather than 30 or 40.
I always end up running out of the smoke completely and then walking back in. It does take some time.
Alright, so small change up, we're gonna be calling, same as melee group is calling priority targets, there'll be priority targets for ranged.
It looks like melee is kind of always going to that triangle first after the first wave. Is that?
It goes
It's-
kind of clock.
Yeah, it's we're starting at square because that's the double where the tanks are debuffing it. Then we're going to triangle because that's the only one up after we kill square, and then once we kill that one, we're coming to diamond because
Diamond.
that's the double again, and then from diamond we're going to skull. I'm just gonna go ahead and write down the angry assignments.
Range should also do the same thing and just clean up as that goes, because if we clear off an area, there will be less damage from entropic crash, because there'll be less tentacles. Especially if we're at a point where we're killing a maw or an eye next to a tentacle, we'll also kill the tentacle. So we'll double up.
And I think After Skull was cross, right, guys?
I don't recall.
Yeah, it had 2 ice stocks next to it.
But the point is that range should really just be kind of moving around with melee, or at least we're gonna try it, and that'll make it way easier for healers, and we should take way less damage from entropic crash.
Like your square.
Yeah, I didn't put the
Was-
bracket. I put a brace. I put a bracket instead of a brace.
It was another time we were way ahead of Berserk timer, so we can focus even more on killing ads and less on having to get all the debuffs.
But that's so. I've just put down the order marking that melee are traveling. If range are gonna travel around us in the same sort of pattern.
Yeah, I'll bark out where range should be ish.
I think there's a couple mods that pop up opposite side of the room, but at least you'll know generally where we're gonna be at. And Tuna, you are melee backup, just being a mobile healer with those tentacles.
Sure.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Get away.
So range should be on this tentacle.
Yep, melee are over on
near,
square.
near X.
Watch the eye beams. Crash coming up on the heels of it. Spread out. Back in.
Two tentacles here. Get on the maw until we get a more tentacle spawns range.
Melee are on triangle at this point.
Yeah, we build this.
Oh, we haven't bloodlusted yet. Watch that beam. Crash is coming up right on the tail of it.
Range, get on the maw next to the tentacle with them. It's near triangle.
Melee, once we're done here, we're going to diamond.
Range, after we kill this maw, we'll go to diamond to get that eye stalk.
Go ahead and pick up Infernals.
Slam.
Should be super safe near triangle range from Entropic Crash. There's no tentacles anywhere near it.
Incoming Void Glare. Void Glare. There's gonna be a crash on the back end of it.
Range just should have bust up.
My bad, he's doing throws instead. He's switching it up. Tuna, stay with melee.
Range finish off the eye.
Crash.
Remember max distance from the noodles.
Void glare. Watch it. All the timers are kind of a little fucked now.
On triangle ranged. We're on this eye.
Melee's on triangle too.
Yeah, it's triangle after skull, not X.
Did the melee just get to skull? Cause
I just got there because I had the Voidicker thingy.
Died on the skull. It's been there for a while.
I'm just wondering, cause I was on skull for like 45 seconds. Like seemed like alone.
All right, let's finish cleaning up and we can get back in here. 60%. We're making progress inch by inch.
57 was technically our best.
So on that one, triangle and skull were both in range of another eye. So
Skull should have been dead, I think.
yeah.
Yeah, Skull's just the next closest one. Oh, I see what you're saying. So
They were both near that eye.
Yeah, you let's see. Can you reach both?
Skull at
It looks
spawn.
like-
Angel, can you reach that eyeball as long with that?
You
tentacle?
can't reach
Yeah, I
all
hit
three.
it. Yeah.
Yeah, try to get both just so that way the range do get some benefit because we push that seed debuff a lot more toward melee since we have fewer of them. But if we can double it up on ads, we should as much as we can so that way range do benefit from the buff.
I think we also benefit from not double backing as much or jumping over tentacles. That way there's less crash damage happening.
The main reason was just to try to focus on the double potential. Like if we went to if we went from triangle to skull, we would only be debuffing the skull tentacle. If we went from triangle to diamond, we could get both the tentacle and the eye. I know it's a little slower, and we're jumping over the
Skull
skull. tentacle.
spawns after diamond, I'm pretty
Yeah,
sure.
skull spawns later.
Yeah, we're a little slower with the melee group right now.
Yeah, no, I was saying that's good. It's because there was no when we killed diamond, there's no tentacle like near star, so this is a safe spot then for range. But we shouldn't go to triangle after diamond. We should go to
Triangle isn't up yet. Skull's after diamond.
Yeah, skulls after diamond.
Yeah,
We go. Yeah, it's square to triangle. When we're at triangle, skull and diamond pop up. We go over to diamond. While we're killing diamond, the next one pops up at cross. Like melee just happen to be with the way that the order that we're killing it. We happen to always be on the outskirts of tentacles. Range group might be on the inside of them.
Yeah, it looks like after we go to diamond, it's gonna be skull, triangle, X for melee.
Infernals.
That's what I was saying too.
Mages.
But I think I honestly think that's just because we fall behind.
Yep, I agree.
Because I think it should be like skull, X, triangle, but
I think the only reason it would be skull X triangles because we're gonna end up killing the eyeball next to skull, and then when we do triangle, it's just gonna be the tentacle. There's not gonna be a second thing next to it where I think X has something nearby for the
Pretty
seed.
sure the eyeballs spawn with the tentacle at triangle.
Yeah, but I'm saying that when we're like right at the end there, when we were on skull, that eyeball is between.
Yeah,
skull and
but
triangle.
skull should have died like a minute before we wiped.
100%. I'm just saying that like the convenience is that we still get the double buff even though they spawn in separate groups. Where like all the other ones are spawning together.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
So I think he just crashed in a certain direction, and I didn't get hit because I was behind him. I don't know.
It's in the nap, I think. It was Stormy.
Left.
Square.
Bloodlust. Melee should be on square. Pick up, kid.
Got melee dead. That's no tank in range.
Melee on triangle.
Get range, finish off that maul until we get another spawn. Should be spawning shortly.
Alpha crash. We're heading over to Diamond.
Range, just stay here. Just do diamond. Just do
Go to Diamond
the,
Angel.
Eye stock.
Go ahead and clean up real quick, as best we can.
As white.
Yep. Once we lose like two DPS, it seems like we start really falling back.
So ranged. Looks like timing wise, we're just going X star and then meeting up melee at diamond. That's what we have. And we'll be super safe because the tentacles are spawning on the other side of the room. I don't know if healers are doing this, but maybe assign them per group that they're running with, like 2 with melee, 2 with ranged.
Yeah, I think we've got 1 right now with melee, and we've got the 3 with range. I think we might need 2. Tuna, just dip in and dip out with the melee group. Just, I guess, keep along with Ando, and then the priest will hang out with ranged.
Yeah, I marked myself the square again. So we just have a general idea of where to stand. Don't bunch on people. You don't want to bunch, but general quadrant.
Does anybody have a crit gem they could bum me?
Guildbank should have.
Crash does.
Oh, Guildbank should have one.
Boom does?
What do you need?
I watched you make like 8 of them earlier.
Stalker mode?
Not that haste gem.
Oh, yeah, I have 10. Or haste, whatever, I have enough.
I put down in the bank, I got one.
Okay.
I should have one. Maybe not. Thank you,
Happy
sir.
birthday. Just call me the Boom.
The Boom. I'm just switching around some gear. If anybody's running Infinite Stars, don't be a jaded. Don't run Infinite Stars.
Twilight Devastation's 10 times better here.
For whatever reason, my Twilight's not rocking at all. It's dumb.
I've got it in a few, just...
Are you sure you have it on?
Did you try turning it on and off again?
Kidney?
Yeah, I've got 4 of them. Crash is proccing, but Twilight Devastation's not.
You good, Ava?
Yeah.
She said she had to go potty.
4,
Oh, my bad.
3,
Yeah, I
2,
went and came back.
1.
Get away from slam.
So scoop my debuff.
Only me this time.
Max.
Melee to square. Watch the glare. Melee going to triangle.
Range to the door, not them all.
Watch the glare and the crash after. Pick up Ultimus.
Purple will be spawning momentarily, ranged.
Rip
Get
jaded.
on the eye.
Yep. Slow in, slow dead. You guys are going to diamond.
Diamond, Angel.
So close to killing that tentacle before it throwed. Or it crashed.
Go ahead and clean up.
Orbs by boss.
Did you say wipe, Jaded?
Yep, white.
Wipe it up, wipe it up.
The tentacle had 0.5% left, and I thought I'd kill it before it crash went off.
So wipe it up, up, wipe it up. Nobody? No Fallout boys?
No.
Oh no, we got it.
I'm not saying if you got it or not. I just need some appreciation here. At least one.
If anybody wants to vote on muting Stormy for the rest of the raid night, just let me know.
Hey, we have that power, don't we?
We do. Stormy gave everybody the ability to mute her.
Individually, maybe.
No, I thought we tested this out. Like,
Wait, seriously, did you just mute her?
We all did. In that officer meeting.
Power is yours.
Wow, monsters.
Stormy's gonna strip that power away from all of you.
I didn't do it. So take it from everybody else.
I wouldn't know how to if I had the ability.
Okay, maybe my Twilight Devastation will proc now. Just unequip it, re-equip it.
I tried to be fancy and heroic leap down the thing, but I fell in the water, so can I get a summon? Please.
Do you need the don't release Vikar?
I think I've had like 3 copies of it. It's a habit. I'll get better.
Okay.
Would you like another one?
Should we break his fingers? I don't.
Dang.
Crash is in a mood today.
There you go. There goes F.
I think we need to make an
thanks.
add-on
I
for
mean-
for Raider specifically that just removes that window.
There is an add-on that removes the
Stormy.
release window.
So I'm totally bugged. I have not procced a single Twilight Devastation the entire time we've been on this boss.
Toilet devastation.
Yes. Toilet devastation.
Toilet devastation.
No,
now she's
that's
not talking.
entirely a bug.
Okay, I guess we're
All right,
somebody
cool,
will
guys.
Battle time.
Doing it live.
I've got
Infernal.
who pulled was Infernals.
Listen, the time for battle was now.
The time is
I got wings. Some holy priest loves me.
Either that or you had a Red Bull.
Angel stole the debuff.
Sounds like you weren't quick enough.
It's running out on the throw.
That tank damage.
Privilege of being a tank.
Get rid of the
You're
void.
not gonna get one shot
Or after the crash.
right through the melee.
Nice, we killed that one before the crash.
Crash is always dead to me.
Same.
Who's crashed?
Should be on triangle.
Get ranger on the correct on them all.
I saw you stick through that, Ava.
Yeah.
You're like, I'm not moving.
Pick up attack.
Severe lack of healing with the range peoples. We're out of range of all the priests.
Where to?
Head over to diamond.
It won't spawn in time.
Oh, then it would have been triangle.
Yeah, we're just dying to passive damage in the range group.
Now diamond.
Stop taking passive damage.
Right?
Passive aggressive damage.
Aggressive
Forbidden.
damage.
Aggressive passive damage.
It's too passive aggressive.
Eyes.
And this is
And then
an
crash.
exciting fight.
Isn't it?
The first time Limit killed it, they were like, I have no idea what just happened.
Range, finish off that maw.
Oof. Watch your range, guys.
Let me tell you, tanking this fight is the most exciting thing in the world.
You bored yet?
I don't know, am I
Range on the
awake?
maw.
You awake yet?
Maw in the middle. I see a bunch of
I fixed it. I
Infernals
was doing
on it.
Twilight Devastations.
Glare, followed by crash.
That hell's a good job keeping up. Range on the debuffed eye next to the noodle.
Stormy, I muted you specifically to unmute you, just so you know.
We going triangle?
Yep, go triangle. Watch the void glare, and there's gonna be a crash right after. Get away from the tentacles and the boss.
You want it on X?
Yep. Where's the tentacle?
There isn't one.
Yeah. There isn't one. Melee are gonna get on that eyeball, the ranger on the double maw, and just put it on the double maw. Pick up Kid, Void Glare, and Crash afterwards. It's just gonna be from boss.
That's gonna be tough. Sorry, kid.
I think the solution to this fight is we need more Kalis.
We're gonna be on the tentacle on X.
Did you say more cowbell?
Yes.
Melee the tentacle on X.
Range, get the maw next to the boss.
Watch the Void
Beam.
Glare and Crash afterwards.
You want this seed on X?
Yes, please.
Where's Crash?
Range, get the eye near skull.
Star's next, right?
Yep, go for star, go for star.
I'll start marking range target with skull. Beams.
Crash coming up right after Beam.
Star, right?
Yep, star.
Watch out for Crash.
Push the other maw.
After star, you guys are going towards square. Or no, there's one right next to boss.
Yeah, do the...
Get the one next to boss.
Range focus the square. After skull. Stay away from those noodles.
If you can double the
Beam.
star one and the boss one. Or the boss one at the very least.
Throws. We have Darling and Ava.
Ava, him.
Slam.
Ava, throw up your him when you can.
We should be on triangle. Melee should be on
I
triangle.
lost a bunch.
Never mind. %.
Yeah, lost a lot. Let's go ahead and clean up. We lost a lot of DPS there.
Yeah, on par
We
for deeps.
got the fight. We're getting the dance pretty well down.
That's the whole fight. Like, we're staying ahead too.
Yeah,
And I know what killed me. What killed me was that stupid, whatever, the tentacle ripping reality tear, and I was just standing right on top, so he just kept pulsing on me.
I died from the acid spit, acid splash. Actually,
The tear randomly targets people because I've seen it point at me over and over, and then it'll randomly change to somebody else.
I died to a throws. Are we calling out which throw it is for cooldowns? I feel like they're happening after we take the damage from throw.
They were. I was trying to call it out, but we ended up putting up the him after the throw, not during.
Script me back in.
None of mine are gonna hit anybody because the melee group's so far away. A lot of the time. And it's either I trank the melee group or I trank everybody else.
I'll have mine back up in between 3rd and 5th. Like I can get the first, 3rd, and 5th.
It feels like the timers are not quite lining up because he's like overlapping and pushing timers back because of the crash.
If he does a cast, it probably delays it.
Yeah, there's spell queuing on this, so it messes up boss mounts really badly.
And that way on a number of
It's
fights.
like Jaina, yeah. You didn't have a Soulstone.
No, we
Yeah,
don't.
and I got grouped
No,
back
that's
into
on
the
that
room.
Does anyone not have their maxed out cloak? Apparently the update just went live.
What are you talking about?
They're selling Malefic Chorus for cloaks that are not up to par at Mother for 2k echoes each.
That's stupid.
Those bastards.
Right?
Right after I spent. I'm super excited about it, but what the hell? I'll totally cash out to fully upgrade. I was so dumb with that.
It still only goes up to maximum resist for the week though, so you can't go higher than like 92.
I'm
Yeah,
8
so
weeks
that's-
behind.
The problem was
Alright,
with the way that
yeah.
they set it up, you couldn't catch up.
I mean, you
We
could.
could.
Very slowly.
By the time Shadowlands released.
Yeah, it take like 3 months on a fresh cloak, I think.
I'm so hyped about that. That's even better than them making it be the reward for visions, because you can just do Mythic Plus.
Well, think of it this way: it's 20 weeks until we cap anyway.
I just don't like feeling like I'm holding the group back because my cloak sucks.
That's just your potato.
That's a standard.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Melee square.
Everybody just came online.
Yeah.
Bunch of
Pick up
beans.
kid.
Laggerific. I think I killed kid's computer.
No, it looks like he was stunned through it.
He was stunned. I couldn't find him to dispel him.
Does this boss parry? Does anyone know?
I have no idea.
What would he parry with?
His eyelids.
His arms?
Never know.
He's got little tentacles and spikes and shit.
Yeah, he got spikes.
Melee, we're going to. Whoa.
Dressed could
We're going
not
to square.
parry.
No, skull, I mean, skull.
Watch out,
Wait,
slam.
watch out, watch out, watch out.
Diamond's about to spawn.
But we got the debuff on skull, so let's kill it.
It's a blue post. Dressed could not parry, by the way.
Good to know.
Doing my dead person due diligence.
Okay, after the skull, we're going to diamond. Watch the void glare and the crash afterwards.
After that, Molly marked the new range target with this skull.
going to.
It'll
Maul in
be
the back.
triangle, I think.
No, don't get on Maz. Melee, stay away from Maz.
Okay.
Hanks, get on the Maw in the back.
Ranges.
There, new bot, new things up.
Triangle.
Yep, get it.
Range. You have skull for your target. It's a weird position.
Throws, Ava, him. Darling, him.
Both him. Super safe.
All of the songs.
Watch the Void Glare and the Crash after.
Watch out, melee.
Crash.
Pick up Care once the res is up.
Ranger killing the ad right next to the one we're currently killing. After this.
Debuffing square.
Beams.
Throws of Agony soon. This one will be Tuna's. It'll be Tuna's Trank.
Where to get interrupts.
I just got meleeed.
Cross X for melee.
Range keep hitting the same tentacles in this area. Beams.
Crash right after.
Throws. Ava, yourself.
Ava Salve.
Range keep clearing out this same area. Actually, finish off that maw, and then we'll do the spam.
Melee, you've got a tentacle at Star. Tanks next. The seeds are gonna go to Star.
Back on the targets. Remember interrupts.
Star.
I got some good position. If we can get debuffs from tanks, that'd be awesome. And hurt.
Let's just reset real quick and we'll get one more pull in for tonight.
Who wants to be melee by dress?
I'm gonna restart my computer. I seem to be on a bit of a delay. I'm just gonna reset the whole thing.
We only have 5 minutes.
We've got 5 minutes left. If you reset, it's gonna. We'll probably have to be done.
All right.
Sorry for that. That explains a little bit of what's going on.
We could just have Ava do the first cooldowns if you have a boss mod to track throws, Ava.
Yeah, Ava, just for the first 2 throws, when he's casting throws, it'll just be use him for the first one, and yourself for the second one. I'll adjust the anger assignment.
We got Jeeves, please. Danke. And Ava, as soon as you see the boss mod alert for throws, you can just start casting. Assuming you're in a safe spot. Super good though. We're making insane progress on this.
This is definitely one of the more boring fights for sure.
Oh my gosh, poor
Weird.
Melee.
Oh no, I'm having fun.
Don't worry, we'll put you in our backpack.
Did you see
Okay.
my shadows everywhere? This fight's
Right.
amazing.
Who died last?
Yeah, that's what I said. We just need a few more Kalis.
Can we mark care flare
5,
with
4,
a
3,
square or something? Thank
2,
you.
Done.
1.
I am
Boom.
always a square.
Slam, get away.
We're lasting.
Yep.
Yeah.
Coming Void Glare, and then we got the Slam after. Melee 2 triangle. Bark
Range,
pick up
watch
the-
out. Are we risen jaded?
Yeah, pick up Jaded. I was just letting you guys. It looked like we need to stabilize. I'm gonna
Your
grab
lock.
it after this crash. Crash is going up.
Under your lockrocks, below.
Diamond.
Got noodles incoming on
Crash,
purpose.
crash. Get on skull. Melee, we're going to diamond. Crash right after the glare. Boss is going to be doing throws shortly.
Under interrupts. This is Starling, right?
This is
Just
Ava.
do throw?
He's about to. He's doing it now.
On my end.
Yeah, we might need a
Rallies up.
Pending.
Fortuna.
No, let's just wipe 3 down. That's kind of a death sentence. It's a death sentence later on in the fight. It's awful here. Alright, so next time we'll have hopefully better connectivity issues resolved, and we'll be able to line up cooldowns for the really bad damage phases.
That's on Vex.
What's the expedient?
26th.
Yeah.
It's expedient 2, not 3. Just
That's
FYI.
all I need.
Yeah. Say the third one's not coming up until like the end of July.
I'm so sorry about that. It showed on my DPM that he was doing throws.
No,
and
that DBM. That's what Kara and I were talking about earlier. Like the cast queuing, DBM is gonna the second that one of the spells gets cast in the wrong time, all the timers are done. Like they're all garbage at that point. So what happened was your DBM said that he should have been doing throws, but he was still casting the Void Glare, and then he had to do the crash, and then he did the throws.
Okay, so I'll just wait and see him like pulsating or whatever before I do my
Yep.
salve and him lah.
Yep,
I
yep.
guess.